Everyone, this is As Mohammad Khan and I welcome you with today's segment student. Today we will discuss about the respiration and its types. What is respiration student? The oxidation of the glucose or the food from which the energy is released. Means the process by which complex organic substances like glucose in the cell is broken down into simpler form to release the energy. Means it is the important process from which all the living organisms obtain the energy. And student, it is a catabolic continuous process in the living organism. Means if the living organisms will have this process, then they can survive, otherwise they can't survive, because it is the only process by which they get the energy. Now it has the two types according to the living organisms. First is aerobic respiration, second is anaerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration is found generally in higher animals. Higher animals means the animals that come in the higher category, even the protozoas, they also have the aerobic respiration, in which the glucose is oxidized into simpler form, carbon dioxide and water, and with this a large amount, around 673 kilocalorie, is released in this process. So it is the process, means the aerobic respiration is the process that takes place in the presence of oxygen, student, or in the presence of air. And this aerobic respiration is found in the two type of the animals. In some lower organisms it is found, and with this it is also found in the higher animals like the mammals. And in the aerobic respiration, the gaseous exchange takes place in the two form. First is direct exchange, second is indirect exchange. This direct exchange of the gases, in which the particular living organisms or particular living organism surface obtain the oxygen or release the carbon dioxide directly in the environment or from the environment. Means the living organisms like the protozoa or coelenterate, they obtain the oxygen from the environment directly without any fluid or without any medium like the blood. And this exchange is known as direct exchange of the gases. Like this, they also diffuse the carbon dioxide directly in the environment, and this is known as direct respiration. Second is student, and this second is indirect respiration. Indirect respiration is the respiration in which the living organisms exchange the gases indirectly, means they don't directly release the carbon dioxide or they don't take the oxygen directly from the environment. In this, there are the two types, like external respiration and internal respiration. External respiration is the mode of respiration in which the living organism directly take the oxygen or diffuse the carbon dioxide via blood, student. In this, they take the oxygen from the environment via blood and then they supply it to the different organ. In this, next is internal, like in the higher organism like the mammals, in this type of respiration is found, that is known as internal respiration. In this, they exchange the gases via blood and tissues, student. Via blood and tissues means inside the tissues the oxidation of the food takes place. So in this the blood and tissues plays very important role in the internal respiration. Now we come on the next mode of respiration, that is known as anaerobic respiration. It is the mode of respiration, student, in which the living organisms oxidize their food without taking air or in the absence of air. But sometime, like inside the muscles of higher animals, this type of respiration is also found, and in this they take on very less amount of the oxygen, student. Now in this what happen, generally it is found in the anaerobic respiration is found in the bacteria and fungi. With this it is also found in parasites, student, like hookworm, liver fluke, ascaris, tapeworm. It is found, student, anaerobic respiration, and it is the most important question, and generally it is asked in the exam that which type of the living organism have the anaerobic respiration. So it is the parasites that have the parasitic mode of nutrition, they have the anaerobic respiration. Now in this what happens, the glucose is oxidized, student, into ethanol and carbon dioxide, and in this the energy is released, and it is found mainly in the bacteria and fungi. And the process that is involved in this, that process is known as fermentation, and that fermentation is the important industrial process from which the alcohols are prepared. Like here the alcohol is preparing, student, like ethanol is a product, and it is producing by the anaerobic respiration, and in this the carbon dioxide is also releasing. So it is the important industrial process in which the bacteria or yeast are used to produce the ethanol. With this it is also found, means the anaerobic respiration is also found in the muscles of the animals, higher animals like the mammals. What happens, student, when the food is completely utilized by the animals, then what happens, they need the more energy to do the different work. At that time the glucose or the lactose that is found inside the muscles of the higher animals, that lactose or the glucose is oxidized in the absence or in the lack of oxygen, student, in the lack of oxygen, and it is oxidized into lactic acid and energy, means small amount of energy is also produced in this reaction, and due to the production of the lactic acid, the higher animals or the human beings feel tiredness, fatigue and pain in their muscles, student. It is due to the formation of the lactic acid. Many times when we do exercise, means hard exercise when we do, or we do the running, or we play the different games, after 1 or 2 hours when we don't take anything or we don't take the food, then what we feel the tiredness, or we also feel the fatigue or the pain in our muscles. It is due to the anaerobic respiration, student, in which the glucose or the lactose that is found in our muscles is utilized to get the energy, and in this process the lactic acid is produced, and that lactic acid fall the adverse effect on our muscles, and we feel pain or fatigue or the tiredness due to that respiration, student, anaerobic respiration. So it is about the Types of respiration. Now we will discuss the respiratory organs in the different animal student. Yes student, now we will discuss about the respiratory surfaces or the structures or the organs that are found in the different living organisms. Like the first, protozoa have the respiratory structure is plasma membrane, means the gaseous exchange takes place through the plasma membrane student. Second is porifera. All the poriferas also have the respiratory surface or the structure as plasma membrane, means they do the directly gaseous exchange. Third is Coelenterata. They have the body surface, means they do the gaseous exchange with the help of body surface student. With this, Platyhelminthes and Nematoda. Platyhelminthes and the Nematoda living organisms also have the respiratory surface as body surface student, means gaseous exchange takes place through their body only and it is body surface. But in this there are the some parasites are also found in these group student, so they don't have the gaseous exchange because what they have the anaerobic respiration. So the parasites of the Platyhelminthes and the Nematoda, they some animals or some living organism from these categories don't have the aerobic respiration, they have the anaerobic respiration due to the parasitic mode of nutrition student. Next is Annelida. Annelida living organism like the earthworm, they do the respiration through their skin. So with the help of the skin, they do the gaseous exchange. Next is Arthropoda. It is the most important question student related to Arthropoda because it contains the different in living organisms, or it is the largest group of the living organisms, and in this there are the different respiratory surfaces are found. Like the insects have the trachea, like the cockroach have the trachea, and with the help of that trachea they do the gaseous exchange. Like the grasshopper also have the trachea. But the prawn that is found in the sea water or in the marine water, that have the respiratory surface as gill student. But the scorpio, spiders and the crab, what they have the special types of lungs, and those lungs are known as book lung student. So scorpio, spider and crab, that comes in the category of arthropoda, but what respiratory surface they have the book lung student. Next is mollusca. Mollusca living organisms also have the different respiratory surfaces. Like student Unio is a mollusk that have the respiratory surface as gill student. And with this there is one Pila is also one mollusk, but it has both. So it is most important student which mollusk have the both gills and lungs as respiratory surface. So it is Pila student. It has both gills and lungs. A gill is found and a lung is found in this. With this, next is Echinodermata, and in the Echinodermata there is one living organism student that is known as starfish, and that starfish do the respiration with the help of particular structure that is known as tube feet. Next is there are the different groups student: Hemichordata, Urochordata, Cephalochordata. So all these groups, Hemichordata living organisms, Urochordata, Cephalochordata, which type of respiratory surface of the respiratory organ they have pharyngeal wall, means they do the respiration with the help of pharyngeal wall, student. Like this, the chordata or the vertebrata and in the vertebrata, the pieces means the feces group, that feces group do the respiration with the help of gills, student, gills. But there is amphibia like the frog, they do the respiration or they do the gaseous exchange via their skin, means with the help of their skin they do the respiration. With this, student, there are some other living organisms are also found in the vertebrata like the reptilia, aves and mammals. So what they have lungs for the gaseous exchange. So these are the different respiratory surfaces that are found in the different animals. So it is about the respiration or the respiratory surfaces or the types of respiration, student. Now you will try to learn this topic. Thank you very much and have a nice day.